Hey guys, it's me. Yeah, it's early in the morning. Um, I've been really thinking about this game the last couple of days. I'm, I'm anxious because it's a Sunday night game and I always get excited, but it's just like we're playing the Bears and the way we got beat last week against the Vikings. I understand maybe that was a wake-up call. Maybe it was just a bump down the road and we'll get better from there on. But we're getting Boykin. He's probable. We're getting Earl Wolf back. He's probable. I'm pretty sure he'll finally play. But we still have to contain Matt Forte and the two receivers, and Marshall and Jeffrey. And you got Bennett as a tight end too, so you got weapons on the offensive group. That's why they're 8-6. Now, their defense is horrible. Their defense, I believe, is ranked 32nd on the rush. I don't know about the pass, but the rush is 32nd. They're probably in the mid 20s, 27, 28, 26, 27. But we have allowed so many passing yards. We allowed Matt Castle to just drive down the freaking field last week. Do you think Jay Cutler's going to do the same damn thing? Probably. Even Josh McCown. Josh McCown would have freaking annihilated us because the way he's been playing. He had, I believe, 450 something yards against Dallas, and I understand their defense is worse than ours, but I don't want to talk about Dallas until next week. If Dallas loses, that would be even more of like, okay, we're right there. It's all in our hands. It's right there. We can feel it. But we need to come out. If the Cowboys win or lose, I still think we should win. Because it would show improvement. It's like, oh, well, Dallas wins. Why bother playing the Eagles starters? It's like, because it's still a meaningful game. Meaningful. Here's why. Because we need to show that last week was just a bump in the road. We need to show that we're capable of playing in the postseason. First, beating Chicago. If we beat Chicago, and if Dallas wins, it's like, okay, well, we're 9-6. Okay, so what? The point is, we need to just show that we're here to stay. We're not going to show that, oh, last week was just garbage. We need to show that, okay, last week was a wake-up call. It's time to get back on track. I hope that's what all the Eagles players are thinking, and us fans will probably think, okay, maybe it's just a bump in the road. It is against Minnesota. Maybe this is the type of loss we needed to take. Yeah, but when we give up it's like you think in your head, it's like, well, we started everybody, and we got beat 48-30 against Minnesota with no Adrian Peterson, no Toby Gerhart, and their quarterback situation is all garbage. Their defensive secondary is injured. It's like, now we have Chicago. I'm hearing Lance Briggs might play. I'm hearing he might not play. Hopefully he doesn't play, because that's just our luck. Reggie didn't play against Detroit, but that was another story for another time. Lance Briggs is if he's healthy, he's one of the best linebackers. I think top 10 linebackers in the league so far. You got Patrick Willis, you got Clay Matthews, you got D. Ware. I mean, I know they're outside linebackers and they're hitting their edge. They're edge rushers, but you don't have Urlacher anymore. You don't have Ray Lewis. You don't have. I'm just bringing up, like, okay, you got D'Amico Ryans, Briggs, like I said, Matthews, Ware, Willis. I know there's a lot more linebackers than that, guys. Sorry, I'm just waking up. I'm sorry. But yeah, guys, it's not going to be an easy matchup tonight. We all know that it's not going to be easy. We thought Minnesota was going to be a cakewalk, but it's just like other Eagles fans are like, no, let's not be too hazy. It's like some Eagles fans, like the Arc Fiend, felt confident. It's like, dude, I understand you've been an Eagles fan, but you know this team. Oh, it's not an Andy Reid's team. I don't think it is. It's a whole new system. It's just one bad game, and Chip, you need to make improvements with this team, as well as Billy Davis. You played some of the worst defense since the beginning of the year, and I hope it doesn't come around and bite us in the ass. Oh, our defense sucks again. You guys, don't you? It's like, I understand that 5-game win streak is gone, but you have to think about it. We're 8-6. We were 4-12 last year. 4-12. You know, that is a big improvement. I'm happy with it. I said 7-9. We're a game above that. We make it. It's like, oh, now everybody's getting all cocky. It's like, oh, we're making the playoffs. It's like, dude, do you remember last year we were 4-12, and we were banged up on every position basically. The offensive line was banged up last year. Look at it this year. They're one of the most healthiest, and they're one of the best offensive line. They can be, but then they can make mistakes, and they can let tackles come in, and they can let sacks. It's like, okay. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But guys, it's like we have to make sure that we're all healthy going in if we're going to make a playoff run. Now, do I think we're going to make a playoff run? I don't think so. You got too many tough teams in the NFC. You got the Niners, you got the Panthers, you got the Saints, you got the Seahawks, you got the Bears are right there. If Green Bay, if Rodgers gets... I think Rodgers is healthy, guys. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Who do I want in the NFC South? I want Green Bay. Because I want to see Rodgers come back saying, you know what, I'm back. I'm showing what I'm capable of. You know, you still got Jordy Nelson. You got James Jones. You got Boykin. You got, Randall Cobb's out for the year. Anyway, you got Eddie Lacy. Their defense is still a question mark. Like, they have good games, they have bad games. So they're playing Pittsburgh today, so we'll see what happens. Both teams are trying to get in the playoffs. Pittsburgh has an edge, a slight edge of hope. They need a lot of help from Miami, San Diego's, I think, is right above them. You got Cincinnati, you got Baltimore, you got those teams. You have to worry about Miami if you want the wild card. If you have to worry about the other two teams, I don't know if they can go for the division crown in the AFC North. I don't think so. But Pittsburgh still has a chance. Green Bay has a huge chance still. They win today against Pittsburgh. Detroit finds a way to lose, which I don't see happening. I think, yeah, they're playing the Giants. They're not going to lose. And if we beat the Bears, it might go down to, it's still going to be it's going to be a 3-team race. I think it will be. You guys, I just think that we'll be ready to play tonight. We'll be ready to play tonight, and I believe we'll be ready for next week. Next week will be fun, and it'll be energetic, and I can't wait for that game. It's gonna be one of the most. If this game, I don't think that the next Sunday's game will be flexed, because there's going to be a lot more important games, like the Green Bay-Chicago game. That could be flexed. You got San Francisco and Arizona. If Arizona somehow beats Seattle, and they find a way to win, and they have help, it might be a flex game, and that would be huge for Arizona. I live here, so I live in Arizona, so that'd be huge for the fans singing, oh, Sunday Night Football. Yeah, we haven't had it. I don't think they have had it since the Colts came to town back in 2010, I believe, when we went to the Super Bowl. Or when the Cardinals went to the Super Bowl, sorry. It should have been the Eagles, but it was, I don't want to get back in the past. I'm still, guys, I think we'll be ready tonight. Shady McCoy and LaShawn McCoy, I think he's going to have a big game. I hope I'm right, but, you know, it could be like, oh, well, he was supposed to have a big game, but he only had 60 yards rushing and 40 yards passing. That's over 100 total yards, guys, but that's not the type of game he wants. He wants to have more than 8 carries. He wants to have more rushing yards than Nick Foles, the quarterback. He had 41. McCoy had 37. Are you kidding me with that? 8 carries for 37 yards is not going to cut it tonight, guys. It is not going to cut it tonight. I'm sorry. We'll give the ball to McCoy more. I think Deshaun might have a good game. I don't know if Tim Jennings, I'm sure, is going to cover him because Charlotte Tillman is out for the year. Peanut Tillman. I think we'll be ready for that, guys. I do. I hope. I'm still, like, I'm going to get into that mood. My stomach's going to cringe. My heart's going to pound. I'm getting excited. I'm trying to get excited, but it's just like, you don't want to get too overhyped. Because if you come out flat out, get your ass whipped in this game, and if Dallas finds a way to win, and if you get embarrassed, what's that going to prove? Oh, we'll still have a chance. But yeah, but you guys, we can't do nothing. We're going to get our butts kicked against better defenses. The Panthers, the Niners, and the Seahawks, if we get that far. Do I want us to make a Super Bowl run? Yeah, but it's not going to happen. All Eagles fans say, oh, I want a Super Bowl. Yeah, I want a Super Bowl too, but we still have work to do on this team, guys. The secondary is so garbage. We need so much help. Free agency, draft, I don't care. We need help. And hopefully, with all the rumors that Chip Kelly is going to Texas, I hope it's wrong. I don't think he'll leave, but if he does, we're fucked again. I don't think it'll happen, but if it does happen, that's one of the biggest mistakes we'll make, and we're back to square one with the coaching staff. It's like, great, what are we going to do now? Seriously. I hope I'm wrong. Chip Kelly has been such an amazing coach. I liked him in Oregon, and I like him here in Philly. You know, it's like, oh, high explosive offense. It's like, look at San Francisco, look at Seattle, and look at Carolina. You got option quarterbacks: Newton, Kaepernick, Wilson. You got 3. Foles is he's tall, and you know what? I like Foles. I like him playing with U of A. But I'm switching to topic. I think the final score will be 31-24. Guys, I hope this is going to be a good game. I think it will. But if it is, great. I'll love every moment of it. I'm not going to get a lot of sleep tonight because I have I have to work at my other job. I have to get up early in the morning. So, but if we get to win, it'll be worth the few hours of sleep I'll get, and it's like, okay, good. We did our job. Tonight's a big night, guys. Go Eagles.